My dog is literally looking at me like I'm crazy right now. It's looking. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shian. I am a first year university student studying business management in Birmingham. Today I'm here with a video for you guys which basically will give you a bit of an insight into like my first year accommodation, how it was for me, whether I would recommend it to you guys. So literally this time last year for me it was a very daunting period, of course, like when you've just finished college or sixth form and you're in that time of like really not knowing. I hadn't had my results yet. Yeah, I was still applying for university. I had to book my accommodation before it got snatched up. I didn't know the city of Birmingham too well. I live very far from the city, so having to like go and look at accommodations was also quite a big stretch as well, especially when you don't know whether you're even going to be going there or not because you haven't received your grades yet. So for me, I feel like I would have loved to have one of these videos on YouTube to watch because I just feel like it would have really helped me to see like other people, other students' reviews on staying in like certain accommodations in Birmingham. So I just thought I would basically do that for you guys, hopefully ease the pressure, because I feel like of course the accommodations are going to show you the best sides of their accom, but at the same time it's a different story listening to actual students that have lived there and like listening to their review and like what they have to say about it. So I thought that this video would hopefully be quite helpful for you guys. I have got a list of like kind of everything I wanted to talk on. If you're going to Birmingham, that could be Birmingham City University, that could be Aston Uni, that could be UOB. I'd say more so Aston and BCU would be for the accommodation that I had. So they're not campus universities. I feel like Aston is though, so maybe, yeah, Aston is a campus university, but the university that I went to is not. So the accommodation that I stayed at in my first year of university was called Bentley House. It is a bit messy in here, but this is the kitchen area. I'm not going to show you guys the bin area because it's a bit messy. Also just over there is generally quite messy because the kitchen is still in use. You have like the lounging area just over there, so literally 2 sofas. You have a TV. It's covered right here. You basically just have like, well, the mop was in there, and then just like storage things, an iron board, just little bits. And this is our view from our flat, so literally just, yeah, that's the view. We're quite lucky with our view. We've got cupboards and stuff like that. How we've done it is you'll have like the row, you know, so this is mine just here. I actually brought an air fryer with me because it's just the best thing ever. I use this so much, and because I had the air fryer I didn't have to use the oven, but you do also have an oven. We also have a microwave. One weird thing about our kitchen actually, and actually all kitchens in Bentley, you don't get a kettle or a toaster, so you do have to like get that yourself. Then you've got the freezer just here. So we did like 1 drawer per person, but if you needed an extra drawer then you can have it. And then this is the fridge. This is basically how it's set out. So these are my boxes for tomorrow. That's my room just there. So then you come in, you basically got this space just here. This is all my stuff that I'm basically moving home tomorrow, and obviously I've got more stuff out there as well. And you have a full length mirror. You've got quite a lot of walk-in space. And then here you have some storage units, but you have like quite a lot of storage space. And here I kind of put like a couple of toiletries, bags, you know, things like that. You come forward, you've got your wardrobe just here. Now, one thing I actually like about Bentley is the amount of storage space you get. So you have up there for anything you want. You have a hanging area. You can put like roll your trousers up and put them there. And then down here you've got loads more space. And then I do need to just take these out. It's just like air fresheners. But then you also have a lot of space in here and more space up there. Then you've got the bed. This is a 3/4 bed, I'm pretty sure. It's not a double, but it is 3/4. And then you have all this space just here. You've got charging ports there. So on the side of the bed, which is so handy, you have the light switch. So you've got the main light, which is very bright, and then if you switch that off, you've got this little spotlight area for the desk. I would honestly just recommend getting a double bedding because it fits. It is a little bit, you know, lengthy on there, but it'll fit. I did have LED lights all the way up here, not LED, fairy lights all the way up here, went all the way around, but you know, do what you want to do. Then you've just got more space there. This here is, of course, full length window. Actually, I've got a full view of the courtyard and everyone that comes in and out of Bentley House, which is a pretty cool view. This is the desk area. I think this was like my most used area. So you've got 3 drawers here. The bottom one I had snacks in, and basically the second drawer, so this one just here, I had like work stuff in, because you are going to have a couple of notes. I know a lot of it is on your laptop, but I did have a couple of paper bits, so I did put them in this drawer here. In this drawer I had kind of like makeup. I would recommend having a speaker. I have the Echo. I have this actually, let me show you guys. I have this, that is that. The Echo Show is so good for literally anything, you know, music. You've got YouTube on it if you want. I also brought with me a coffee machine, which is just the best thing ever. Honestly, if you enjoy your hot drinks in the morning, you want to save some money in the long term at university, I would definitely recommend getting yourself a coffee machine. This one is the Dolce Gusto coffee machine, so I would definitely recommend. You also have charging ports underneath there, and then the nice thing is you have these, which are just very neat and tidy, so I think they're really good. Then come over here and you have the bathroom. My bathroom is so empty right now. It's a bit, you know, out of place right now, but this is the bathroom. So you've got like a towel rack here, candle which is very much burnt. This I'm just trying to dry it off, and then just toothbrush and stuff. So this is the sink area. It's quite, you know, cute. And then you've got a mirror just there, and then you've got the shower area as well. I personally really couldn't recommend it enough to a first year student. I feel like all students actually, because I know that if you're going in for second year, you can choose the people that you want to share your flat with. So that was an option of mine. It was an option for me, but I just chose not to. I kind of wanted to try a different accommodation because I feel like with Bentley House I've had nothing to compare it to, so I wanted to just try something different for second year. One thing I really like about Bentley House was just how clean it was, how modern it was. The fact that it's just very open and clean and like modern, I just think that's so important to myself personally. It's one of the cheaper accommodations. It's not the cheapest, but it's definitely one of the cheaper ones compared to where I will be going next year. I'm a bit of a clean freak, and I feel like having carpet in your accommodation sometimes, I mean personally, it just makes me feel a bit like, it just aggravates me, and I just don't like carpet in my accommodation. And that was one thing for me that I just did not want. And I know it's quite tricky to find an accommodation without carpet, but because I went for one of the newer accommodations, being Bentley House, there's no carpet anywhere except for just kind of the corridors to get to your room, which is fine. Like they come and clean that themselves and hoover it and stuff like that, like maintenance do that. But the actual rooms themselves, there's no carpet at all, which I just think is so nice, and it's easier to maintain as well because you can just mop your floor and sweep it. I'd also say that the rooms they're not extremely big, but they're also not tiny. I'd say there's like that in between, and as you can see, it's not like the smallest room, but it's not the biggest room either. the staff was so helpful at Bentley House. They were very accommodating. They're really very much on standby all the time, I felt anyway, which is a nice feeling, especially when you're in a brand new city, doing a brand new course with brand new people. You definitely want that kind of comfort feeling, and I felt like the Bentley House staff definitely gave that. Even if it's not like a personal connection or relationship with a member of staff, like you want to feel like secure and safe with where you're living. We'd always have like freebies in the reception area, like when you come in. Over summer we had like what did they even put? They just had like apple cider, like loads of apple cider, or they have like big bags of like crisps and stuff like. I'd also say that I love the fact that they're very seasonal. So when it comes to like Halloween, they really decorated the reception area, like they really go all out, and it just makes you feel that excitement. And I just think that's really important at university, especially when you're living alone. Of course you have your friends, but you want that kind of that homely feel, and I do genuinely feel like they gave that to us. But I feel like the smaller things are definitely the bigger things. So Bentley House, 10/10 for that. Maintenance are so helpful if you have like heating issues. Like I remember just after Christmas, so just after winter, I had like my heating wasn't working just as well, but when they did sort it and they came straight away, it was so powerful, and it was so warm. And I just love also that next to your bed you have a heating switch, so you can like switch it on and off when you're in bed. Like if it's so cold in the morning, you just don't want to get out of bed, you can just switch it on straight away, and then when you're out of bed it's nice and warm, which I absolutely loved. Even though it is so small, I would say the shower is the best shower ever. It's so hot. I personally love a piping hot shower. Pressure was perfect, so I'd say the shower was brilliant as well. Because of some things that did happen at Bentley House and other accommodations, we did get restricted from a 2-guest policy to a 1-guest policy. So when it came to like parties and prees and things like that, it's so difficult. But you just have to be very friendly with everyone, because then if you're in that situation, then they can come and bring a guest in for you. But it just got very techie because it's a 1-guest policy. Like there's only so many people you can bring in until they're going to be like, oh, like this is just not okay, or like there's too much noise, or this or that. But it is one of them things where it's not the best situation, but because of things that have happened, like they had no choice but to put that measure in place. I think in September, hopefully it's gonna go back to the policy of 2 guests. But even then it's a lot, because even when you sign your guests in, there's security as soon as you walk in. And you have to like, they take pictures of your ID and stuff. It's very long, like very long-winded, but I know that it is literally just for safety precautions, but still like it's not the best. And I feel like honestly that will be with any accommodation you go to in Birmingham. At Bentley House, you basically come in straight away. You've got the reception area, super spacious, a lot of space as well if you want to sit down. And then as soon as you come through, you've got the courtyard area. During freshers, that was used a lot. It was definitely social space. But if you walk on a little bit further, then you've got the common room. So in the common room, you have pool, you've got the table tennis area, you've also got a massive TV with a big sofa. The laundry area is also there, a lot of study space. We've also got a really well equipped gym, which I didn't actually start using until like 2 weeks before I left. If you are looking for an accommodation that has a great gym, definitely go to Bentley House. One thing about the kitchens at Bentley House that I personally noticed from going to other people's kitchens in Bentley and then comparing it to my own, is that all the kitchens are such different sizes. I'm very grateful for the kitchen that I had, because everyone would come into our kitchen and be like, oh my god, like your view is so nice, like it's so big in here. And I don't know if those people paid like less or more or what, I'm really not too sure. But that is one thing I'd say, like the kitchens do vary in size, and like of course like your view is going to vary as well depending on where you are. Bentley House do not provide a kettle or a toaster, which I was quite shocked at. Between your flatmates, definitely come up with like who's gonna get that, or like all of you could buy one together, and that could be like a little bonding moment, you never know. There's a lot of storage space, which I think is so important. Like some people don't come to uni with a lot of things, but let me tell you, you'll actually leave uni with like bags and bags and boxes. Like I don't know how it happens, but it just happens without realizing. We just accumulate so much as little students, so definitely brace yourself for what you will collect over the year. And also, yeah, just like have fun. Like, I just think first year is that one year that you can honestly just spread your wings and learn so much about yourself and others as well. And I feel like moving to Birmingham was honestly one of the best things I ever did. I'm so grateful that I have university there. I can't wait to go back in September. I cannot recommend Bentley House enough to any of you guys, and I just think that embrace this time of looking and searching for an accommodation. This is such an important time within like just character growth as well. So I definitely feel like this time last year, and I had a lot of questions as well with university, and I feel like to have that one person that you can ask questions to, I'm definitely here for all of you guys. So definitely reach out if you feel the need or the want, or even if you're just curious and you're not going to university but you kind of want to know a couple of things about it. Obviously I've only been there for a year and I've loved every second of it. I'm definitely going to make more university based videos because I would have loved these types of videos. I do hope it helped you in some way or another. Thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you incredibly soon.